What's up, everybody? Look, I'm trying to. Hey, Yvette. There we go. Trying to fix it so y'all can see me. Now you can see me while I'm driving, heading to work. The queen is back to work, y'all. The queen is back to work. And I'm getting my voice back. I'm getting my voice back. What's going on besides crazy YouTube, y'all? What's going on besides crazy YouTube? Which is my fault. I forgot to do. I'm doing great this morning. Hey, Dovey. Hey, Belle. Again, Yvette. We didn't do Wondering Wednesday yesterday. I had so much on my mind. Let me tell you guys, with Ben's job, everything went well with Benjamin's job. Today is his first day of training. I'm so excited for him. He's so excited, honey. My baby, he a working man now. Honey, he a working man. Straight out of high school, graduated, and with a job. Okay, so, and he decided that he's gonna go to community college. So I'm glad about that. You wouldn't feel good yesterday? Well, it's probably a good thing that I didn't do Wondering Wednesday yesterday. My trip, Yvette, was off the chain, honey. It was great. When I tell you that I had a great time, the kids had an even better time. I'm happy because they were happy. If my kids are happy, I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. That's all I can say. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. That he made it. He made the way for me to be able to take them, because Universal Studios, to the resorts that we went to. We were at 3 different resorts while we were out there. Amazing is all I could say. And we was invited back. The family invited us back. And so I spoke to the kid's stepmom yesterday, and she was telling me about how proud she was of me. Let me tell you something. It makes you feel really good when somebody tell you that they're really proud of you. Not only her, actually 2 people. She told me how proud she was of me as a mother and how I treat the kids and everything else. And Diamond did too. I was a little stressed and everything, and Diamond was like, Gina, no matter what, you a great mom. You a great mom. And when I tell you, when you deal with a lot of BS and a lot of mess, and mothers, parents, period, never gets accolades of the good things that they do, but a bitch is quick to point out something bad that you did or something that you didn't do, but nobody ever points out the sacrifices and things that we make as mothers, you know. I gave up 2 weeks of going to work and to make that vacation happen for my kids. And I have the type of job that when you don't go to work, you don't get paid. Ain't no money, nothing coming in. There is no money. And thanks to God, thanks to the Queendom, thanks to Diamond, thanks to my kids' family, thanks to all of these people, everybody together, that's what made our trip possible. That's what made our trip amazing. That's good that you had family. I did. We had family time. And let me tell you that you got to go back and watch them videos, honey, because I shared a lot of about it. They were mad. They were in their feelings, honey. They felt some type of way. I even had one person, told me I was sharing too much. She told me, she said, honey, maybe you shouldn't share so much because you don't want people to think you thirsty. I said, I don't give a damn about somebody think I'm thirsty. I'm sharing with the people that care about me, that wants to see how good of a time that we were having, honey. Miss Gina was lit. Miss Gina, I was drinking, honey. I was kicking it around. I was on my vacation, and I enjoyed it very much so. I did. I enjoyed it very much so. So I look forward to it next year. I cannot wait. Now that I know how things work, I know what to prepare for and all that stuff, because now I know. And let me tell you this, Yvette, you know how everybody, they was talking about my Scooby-Doo van, honey. You know, the Jay and the Wilson, the pastor and all this had something they thought he was making fun. Well, let me tell you about the Scooby-Doo van. Let me just tell you about, sweetheart, my van. And you see, I'm still driving the Scooby-Doo van. I'm driving her to work right now. Well, my Scooby-Doo van, honey, made it all the way from Chicago to Atlanta, because we stopped in Atlanta to visit my mom. Made it all the way from Chicago to Atlanta to Orlando, Florida, honey. I drove my Scooby-Doo van from Chicago to Atlanta, all the way to Florida. It made it there and back. It was, you wore the fuck out of that mini skirt. Thank you, baby. That I think what they loved the most was when I had the red. Do y'all remember when I did I had the red shades, I had the red lipstick, I had the red tank top? I think that was the best that everybody liked, because everybody kept saying I looked really good in red. Yeah, red is my favorite color. But I drove my Scooby-Doo van. Now, it drove it out there with no issues, no problems at all. Not a light came on or anything. However, I did drive over something that was in the middle of the highway, and at the time I didn't know what it was, and it punctured a hole in my gas line. So on the way back home, I had two issues. I had an issue with the gas leaking out from my brake line, and I mean not brake line, I'm sorry, from my gas line and my tires. So we took it, we stopped, we pulled over at the tire shop, got the tires replaced, and then we got some stuff to seal the gas line. We bought some stuff to seal the gas line, and we kept on hightailing it home. We hiked it the rest of the way home, and sweetheart, by the grace of God, and let me tell you, Diamond was with me along the way, honey. She called, she checked on me, she kept checking on me. She was like, Gina, if you need anything, I just want to make sure you and those babies are safe. We had a lot of people that was driving back home with us, and everybody was following everybody up to the point of where, you know, they had to turn off. There go my Diamond. Hey, boo, I was just talking about what happened when we drove home from Florida. I was letting everybody, and I told you was checking on me nonstop. You was checking on me and them babies, honey. Diamond don't play about her God babies, honey. She do not play. She want to make sure that they are okay and that they are good. And so we made it home. We made it home safely. I got home. Let me tell y'all, honey, it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning when we got home. But let me tell you this. I was tired. I passed out. I slept. The next day I had to get up. I slept until 12 o'clock. I got up because we had to go and get the stuff that Benjamin needs for Ben's new job. And so I got up at 12 and we went and did all that. And then I'm back. Good people. That what me and the kids was okay. Now let me tell you something. That's a long drive. And it's a long drive when it's one person driving. But I would do it again. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I would do it again. Now I may not do it again in the Scooby-Doo. I may not do it again with her. But let me tell you something. Even with that drive, because remember, my van was under 70,000 miles. It was under. When I made it out there and we hit 70,000, I was like, Ooh, wait, y'all, I celebrated. And now I'm at 72,800 miles. That's what's on my van, like right now, literally. Let me show you for the haters that always got something to say. I just want y'all to see. I want you to see the miles. Oh, can you see it? I don't know if y'all can see it. Wait a minute. If y'all can see it down, there it go. There it is. There it is. Now you can see. See the miles? 72,801 miles. See that? See that? I'm just showing that right quick. I'm just showing that right quick for the haters, you know, that always got something to say about it. You know, she might be old, and she a little old, but she gets me from A to Z. She gets me from A to Z, and let me tell you something. She rocking. She a little sick. Now, she a little under the weather, but she getting me to my job right now. I'm 17 minutes away from work. She getting me to work right now, and she gonna get me back home. So let me tell you something. Don't sleep on the older cars. Sometimes the older cars and the older vans is better than these new ones. These people have these new vehicles, and they go and pay all this money for them, aka the passer. Go pay all this money and want to about what they got, then they shit don't even work. They can't even drive. Or they got a high ass car note, and they gotta hide the vehicle. They gotta hide it. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning, love. What you said? The hood table said 72,000 miles is not a lot. The truck has 129,000 miles on in the driver. Let me tell you something, the hood table, and this is a 99. Okay, I'm pretty sure your truck is like a 20-something. So I'm not even in the 2000s, okay? This is a 1999. Okay? She old. And she only had, it used to belong to some seniors. And you know seniors, they only go to the store. You know, they go to the store, they come home. They might go visit family, they come home. They really don't drive that much. So the seniors that owned it, they really didn't drive that much besides around the neighborhood. And so she would be a good, like, work car. My son wants it. He says, Mommy, he said, when you get you a better vehicle, don't get that van away. He said, I want it. Okay, you say you got a 99 Saturn, only 110,000 miles. You had it for 8 years. See, Madeline? See? People don't understand. You know, they always got something to say. You're right, Prima Wanda. You got to ignore the haters. Because the haters is going to hate. They gon', you know what, my daughter, and I think I'm going to post that video. There was a video of this young girl, and the young girl had all these haters coming at her. And she was preaching, honey. She was preaching. And she was talking about, you may not have as much as the haters. They may have a better car than you. They may have that you have that they don't have, and that's what they are mad at. See, the haters is quick to always talk about the material stuff of Miss Gina. They talk about my car, you know. They try to talk about the jobs I have, but I'm providing. See, whatever job I may have that they may not agree with or whatever, I'm still providing for my kids. I dress nice. I dress very well. They may not like how I dress, but Miss Gina dresses very well, okay? My house, they can't talk about my house because my house is better than their house, okay? I live nice. May not be what they want or they're accustomed to, but we live pretty well, okay? And so these haters, she was saying they want something that you have that they don't, that they can't manifest. And I looked at you, right, Belle, and I know what it is. They can't manifest being a great parent, a great mother. They can't manifest that. They can't manifest, good morning, Queen Winch, being a genuine good person. They can't manifest that. That's why they always talking. That's why everywhere I go, let me tell you, everywhere I go, from when I went to Atlanta, when I was in Florida, everybody was talking about how great of a mother I am. How awesome and respectful and good my children are. Everybody was saying this. Everybody was saying, when somebody looks at your child, and people watch all the time, when someone looks at your child and they say, wow, you have very respectful children. Wow, you have very well-mannered children. Wow, your children are beautiful inside and out. Do you know what that says about you as a parent? Fuck the other people. When people watch your children and they see how your children acts, conducts themselves, how they are with others, that says a hell of a lot about you as a parent. So I pat myself on the back, and a lot of times I'm harder. Diamond can tell you, a lot of times I'm harder on myself than I am anybody else. You know why? Because I just want my kids to be the best. I just want them to be the best. I just want them to not have to go through the sacrifices and all of the crap that I went through, that I'm going through right now. I don't want them to have to deal with that. You know, I don't want them to have to, my daughters, to have to take any goddamn job just because they have to provide. No, I want them to grow. I want them to be the boss. I want them to walk up in there and be able to tell somebody, this is my shit. I own this. So we paved the way for that. If your children sees you struggling, if your children sees you going through some shit, and you as a parent don't do anything to make the situation better for them, to change the situation for them, you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? History's going to repeat itself. History's going to repeat itself. They're going to do and go through the same shit as you. This is why you see, you know, a lot has came out on YouTube about content creators, right? Now you had, and I'm being 100, you had content creators that talked shit about me doing foot fetishes, talk shit about me being in adult entertainment, but then we come to find out that they were hoes. We come to find out that they were selling their ass, and not only was they selling their ass, but they mamas was selling their ass. So we found out on YouTube that these content creators came from a whole lineage of whores, right? Out their own mouth, right? We then found out that several content creators were our whores. Our whores was whores. They mamas was whores. They mamas was whores, right? And now they're raising junior whores. They raising baby whores. You know why? Because they're not doing anything or saying anything or showing anything for their children to do better, to want to do something differently. If you want your baby to be a hoe, you want your baby to be a hoe, you should want to change that. The only way that you're going to change any of that, the only way you're going to change that is for you to work hard and break the cycle. That's the only way that you're going to change it. It's not going to change by itself. You got to change it. You have to change it. I went through a lot. Miss Gina went through a lot, honey, and I ain't afraid to share it. I've shared it. I went through a lot with men. I went through friends, family members. I went through a lot with jobs. I've been through a lot. But the one thing that I've always wanted to do differently is to make sure that everything that I went through, my children didn't have to go through. I didn't want my daughters to have to suffer like I had to suffer. I didn't want my sons to have to suffer and go through, or even be the man that their fathers was. I wanted them to be better men. I told you guys, I'm raising kings. I'm not raising thugs. I'm raising queens, okay? I'm not raising bad bitches, okay? I'm just not. And for some apparent reason, you still got grown women on here that still want to be a bad bitch. And they raising little bad bitches. They raising junior bad bitches because they don't care about trying to teach their offsprings how to be better than them, because they got the mentality that they don't want them to do better than them. And that's the problem with us right now. We never want somebody else to do better than us, and we wonder why we suffering as people. We wondering why we're suffering, and we don't have what everybody else have. We don't have it because we don't work together to make sure that the other person is good. Why can't you help your sister? Why can't you be your sister's keeper? It's very few. Very, 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 very. Look, let me tell you something. If I couldn't feed my children right now tonight, and I'm just being honest, and y'all know I go to the food pantry. I go to the food pantry. I go to all these, honey. I do whatever is possible to make sure I can put food on the table, clothes on my kids. But y'all remember, y'all went with me. We didn't go to no fancy store to get no nice outfits to go out of town. We went to the Goodwill. All of me and Angels, we got a couple of things from Walmart. Don't get me wrong. We got a couple of things from Walmart, but for the most part, me and Angel's clothing and everything came from the Goodwill, honey. This shirt, this blouse that I'm wearing to work today, y'all remember, came from the Goodwill. Do you understand? I'm just trying to teach you something. I'm just trying to show you something that's not. Hey, Niecy, good morning, baby. Good morning, VL. Everything you don't have to show off and don't have to be fancy. The most important thing is family. The most important thing is your children being happy. The most important thing is everybody doing everything together. So our clothing and stuff came from the Goodwill. Okay, honey. We went shopping and at the Aldi's and we got juices, and Angel cooked for us. You understand? So everything that we do, enjoy our trip, and we did enjoy it. I mean, we had a couple of bumps and bruises, but overall we still had a great time, and they loved it, and I loved it. And the thing about all of it is, when you got people that is behind you, that lifts you up, that's riding for you, that checks on you, it's nothing you can accomplish. It's nothing that you can get through. It needs to be more of us. More of us need to lift each other up. You know, need to lift each other up and not tear each other down. You understand what I'm saying? This is what most of us need to do. And we don't do it. We don't do it. And you wondering why we make the sacrifices. You wondering why You know, you got these same old content creators that'll get on here and say, well, why she ain't never got this? Well, why she ain't never got that? Well, why she always doing this? Why? Because it's whores like you that's always trying to stop somebody from doing something. It's whores like you that gets mad when somebody gives another content creator $1. Well, if they see a color put on it and they see that this content creator got super chatted, PayPal, whatever the case may be, and they didn't make shit that they didn't get a goddamn thing that day. Oh, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. They in their feelings. They in their feelings. Because they like, the first thing they say is that she taking stuff from me. She taking stuff from me. She doing this. And then they want to make up stories. Then they want to make up shit about it. Then you got others that tries to tell, this really gets me, that tries to tell the viewers who they should support and who they shouldn't support, because they get mad because the viewers ain't supporting they ass no more. Where we do that at? Where we do that? When did it come to that we are telling the viewers what to do with their hard-earned money? With their look, time is a luxury that none of us can afford. Okay, time is a luxury that none of us can afford. You cannot waste time. You can't waste time. You know why you can't waste time, baby? Because you can't get it back. You can't get it back. Thank you, my love. Thank you, Diamond. That's right. Let me tell you something. Everybody that's over here that is a part of the queendom, that is with the queendom, they over here because they want to be over here. Now, we've had plenty of people that have left the queendom. And I've said good riddance, leave. Because we got room. We want to keep room for better people. Those that love the be a part of the queendom. Those that want good riddance, go ahead and leave. I ain't mad at you. But then they'll get mad because other people will come and other people will support the queendom. And what really gets their goat is people will come back and tell them, you know what? I love it over there at Miss Gina's. Man, over there at Miss Gina's, over at the queendom, man, they ride or die. They look out for each other. They help each other. They, support and encourage each other. I like that. And then you get these haters that's mad because all they do is keep up trouble. All they do is talk about people every freaking fucking time that you turn around. They talking about people. They want to, make you, they want to make you look bad. This is the stuff it is that they do. And it's crazy. It's horrible because you don't even have to go through that. If you're done with somebody, I tell folks all the time, that's fine. That's fine. But don't go talking about me. Don't go trying to pour salt on me. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to pour salt on you. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to even mention you. That's right. Leave the negative people alone. But you know what though, V? They won't leave us alone because they need us for content. They need Miss Gina for content. So they won't leave Miss Gina alone. They'll keep on talking about me. They'll keep on. And then when that don't work, let me tell you, because I'm a bitch that'll ignore you. I'm a bitch that ignore you. So you know what they do, V? When I ignore them, because I don't care about nobody talking about me. I've been talked about all my life. But they talk about me because they know I'm a bad bitch. They know that I'm a bitch that's gonna hustle. They know that I'm not lazy. They know that I'm that bitch. I'm that bra. I'm that woman. I'm that queen. Whatever you want to call me, okay? I'm that broad. They know this. this, and they can't match it. So then they go and they try to use your children. They want to bring up your children. And then they get mad because when you talk about they little rugrats, when you go and you start checking them on they little rugrats, that's when it's a problem. That's when it's a problem. You know, that you can't do them or fight them the way that they fight you. You just, you can't do it. You know, that's what it is that they have a problem with. Okay, I got to call. Let me go over here. He's sitting there. I just made it to work, you guys. Man, I had a great conversation with y'all. I love you guys so much. I'm here. I will talk to you guys when I get off work today. I get off work early today. So I talk to you guys when I get off work today. And let's do the reading tomorrow. Let's make up from yesterday. We didn't do the reading yesterday. So let's do the reading tonight. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you, Prima Wanda. I love you guys, and ta-ta for now.